Hey there, Deborah Donaldson here, and in today's video I'm going to be covering what white labeling is in software. Now, I've had some questions about it, but something that someone said to me really made it resonate. So he said that white labeling software was very similar to PLR in affiliate marketing. And I thought that was a really good example. So I'm going to start off by explaining what PLR is, and then I'm going to relate it to software. So let's go ahead and jump into my desktop and let's get started. So basically, PLR is where someone has created a product and they've licensed it, and then for a price they sell it, and the person they sell it to is able to license it, modify it, rebrand it, or even sell it as something that they created as their own. So usually this relates to like an ebook. It can relate to software, videos, things like that. But basically what it means is the original creator of the product allows the buyer to customize the product and add their own branding and even claim authorship. And essentially, PLR grants the rights to use the product or sell as the buyer wants. Now, this can be a super efficient way to build up your products and services that you offer as bonuses and things like that without investing a ton of time in trying to create your own. Now, the amount that you're able to modify or redistribute these products really depends on the licensing terms. So I want to stress that it's very important that you really understand what the limitations and permissions are associated with the product. And this is true with white labeling a software. So basically, white labeling a software is where the software has already been created, and basically you as the buyer are purchasing a certain number of licenses or purchasing the permission to put your own name on it, label it for yourself, possibly sell it for different amounts, give away free product, things like that. But as I stated with the previous slide, it's going to be very important that you understand what the licensing permissions are. So with many of these companies, sometimes it's also referred as an agency account, meaning you can set up sub-accounts, you manage it, you're able to give away free accounts with some, give away free accounts or set a different price or things like that. So like I said, it's very important that you check into the limitations of the white label permissions that you're purchasing. So sometimes what happens is because you're purchasing all these licenses, you're managing it yourself, you may get to keep a lot more of the commission. So if you are just doing software as an affiliate, you may only get 15% or 20% of the monthly recurring charges. Whereas if you are white labeling that software, sometimes with some companies, you're able to keep as much as 100% of the commissions because you have purchased that ability. So some of the downsides to this is that it requires a much bigger financial outlay initially. So I don't really recommend white labeling in software if you are a complete beginner to this industry, unless you've just got a ton of money that you can burn. So you want to pay attention to the software and really know the software, like the software, and things like that. So the other con to this is you may need to manage your subscribers and provide more of the customer service because they are purchasing from you directly. Yes, they still log in on the computer directly to the software, but because you have sold them this license, with some of them, you need to actually manage your subscribers and provide more customer service. And as I stated, this can be a lot more expensive. And the downside, again, to all of this is that if you're not providing the customer service, there's more of what we call a churn, meaning people may sign up, but then they quit because, if they're having difficulty with the software or things like that. So those are some of the cons. Some of the positive things about this is that you get a much higher commission, and you are able to create your following in this software, provide more if you provide good customer service, customers might stay around longer, you're providing more training. And so because you're keeping more of the commission, you're able to make a profit much sooner if you're effective in your marketing. And as with anything, this is not a get rich quick kind of thing. It does take time to build. And if you are new to the software industry, it's going to take time to learn that as well. So basically, white labeling in software, as conclusion, white labeling in software is where you purchase enough licenses where you're able to rebrand the software as your own, possibly getting higher commissions, and it gives you more control on the pricing structure. So white labeling in software can be a good option for people interested in selling software as a service. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you respond with any questions, and I will be providing additional training on this channel.